forgot what it was. The Seekers Guild?
The Seekers Guild.
Seekers Guild, okay.
Come on.
Coming to you live from the Seekers Guild, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Christian.
And we are back to play more of Kinfire Delve. This time, the Scorn's Stockade.
I hate stockades. And I hate being scorned.
I can't say that I've ever really experienced either.
Wow. Well, You're not missing out. Skip them. That's my advice. Thumbs down.
We played the Callous Lab box a couple months ago. This Kinfire Delve, it's a card game distillation, a gorgeous card game
beautiful.
Distillation of a dungeon crawl that was provided as a copy for our playthrough by Incredible Dream. So thank you, Incredible Dream, for that. You remember because I reminded you before we started
because of my powerful
brain,
brain,
right?
my big mind. Yeah.
Would you like to give a very brief overview?
I would love to. We have this big deck of cards, which is the well, and we're trying to get to the bottom of the well, the dungeon.
You can tell it's big. You can see its shadow.
Yeah, look at this. That's a shadow cue. We're trying to get to the bottom of it to fight the boss at the bottom of the dungeon, Scorn himself, the unblinking eye. Yeah. He's just staring at us, and I don't know. He's just pointing. He's like you. He's staring.
He is. He is pointing at the camera.
He's so mad at me personally. Our goal is to get to the bottom of the well and defeat Scorn. Scorn will have some sort of randomized boss encounter when we get to the bottom. But until then, our goal is just to be defeating each of these challenges one at a time. Each one gives us a little bit of delve, this little down arrow, which lets us mill the deck, getting further and further down. The more cards we get through at a time, the better, because there's a lot of cards in this deck. Again, look at that shadow. It's very beefy. We'll be playing cards from our hand to make progress on each challenge. Some give us rewards when completed. Some give us punishments when not completed. And as you can see, we have a lot of big numbers right here. We got a 9, a 7, and a 12, which I don't love.
Right.
That's going to be hard.
And we'll be carefully managing our hands, because every time we run out of cards in our hand, we draw an exhaustion card, which are, at best, brutal, detrimental effects.
And at worst,
you just lose the game.
Yeah, exactly. And we have our special little lantern cards for each of us. I don't think I noticed before, our lanterns are not merely different colors, they're different art. I've got a very lopsided lantern. Yours is very elegant and symmetrical.
Like me.
Yeah, just like you. I am a Naz of the Wind Strikes, and I'm a tactician, which gives me the ability to transfer successes from one challenge to another. Who are you today, Brandon?
I am Thane Longstride, the Bard of Destiny. After a Seeker, and that is us. After we roll the dice, which is part of taking on a challenge, I can discard a certain icon from my hand to grant a reroll, and then I can draw a card to replace it. So it doesn't really cost me anything, unless, now that I say it out loud, you know that the other stuff that those cards could be used for is probably great.
Yes, I'm sure. But whatever, that's fine. Rerolls are good. I love rolling dice. And that's it. That's the game, right?
Yeah. So let me just suggest before we dive in, like the video and subscribe to the channel.
You should have said delve. We're delving. You said dive in. We're delving.
Yeah. Should we start over?
Yeah, let's start over. Like and delve the video.
Like and delve. Yeah, because that's what I thought. When you said you should have said delve, I thought that's what you were suggesting. Hit that delve button.
Hit that delve button. It's the only way that you find out what's at the bottom of the well.
Crawl to the channel. All right. So looking at what's actually in play, it's kind of brutal.
It's rough. We got a looming statue, a bound prisoner, and a living Bastille. Which, just from scale, I want to say that's like a castle on a crab. That's a big crab.
Yeah. It is big. And the fact that they're all one color means we're not very flexible. We have to use our red cards. So.
But I've got great news. The event is blank.
The event is blank? Why?
Into the sewers. Discard this card, then shuffle all challenges back into the well deck.
Why would that be blank? I think that means these challenges.
Oh, great. Well, then it's good.
So we can use it to rotate. So if we hate these, we could do a reset right now.
Yeah.
Let's just take a quick look. This looming statue, it takes 9, so probably 2 attempts, and it says at the end of each turn, remove 2 progress from this challenge.
No!
So, swimming upstream. The bound prisoner, 7 to defeat this. if there's excess progress on this challenge when completed, attach this card to Scorn after
I don't know what
completing it.
that means, but I don't like it.
We're not meant to know what it means.
Yeah.
It is some of the other. This is my first time playing Scorn Stockade, but I've played both of the other boxes, and I think it was a thing in at least the Vainglory's Grotto one where you, as a downside to cards, you attach it to her, and then what that even does depends on which version of her you're meeting at the bottom of the
And
well.
our Living Bastille is 12, which is nuts.
Yeah.
And if you fail it, flip the other challenges face down. Face down challenges can't be attempted, discarded, or have progress added to them. If completed or discarded, flip them face back up. Horrible.
Yeah.
So I think we want to do into the stewards, right? Right now.
I think the only one we would maybe take on first is this Bound Prisoner.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
If we could hit exactly 7 on it is the thing. Can we hit exactly 7?
Oh, I have other good news, actually.
Oh, hit me.
I have a... So we haven't decided who's going first.
No.
I guess we can decide. We can strategically decide. I have Army Training, which says before this action, you may discard a challenge that you aren't attempting. So like, I could get rid of the Living Bastille.
Yeah, just get it out of the deck.
Oh, yeah, because it says if completed or discarded, flip the challenges face up again.
Yeah.
So I could like go for the Bound Prisoner and
So maybe we
discard
save
those.
into the sewers.
Maybe? Because this is our blind run of...
Yeah, we've never done this. Who knows?
Maybe this is the best it gets.
I might get worse. You never know.
Would you be able to boost me with a little bit of red so that I could, if I was at like 5 and rolling to maybe hit exactly 7 on the Bound Prisoner, like that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I can boost you. Yeah, I'll boost you. I'll boost you +2.
Sweet. Okay. And then before the action, I can discard a challenge we aren't attempting. I think it's the Living Bastille.
Yeah.
Okay. Discarded. I think that immediately
Resolves.
refills.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure if it just refills at the end of the turn or not. I'll just put it there for now.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's at the end of the turn that you refill.
That does make sense because you might defeat stuff at the end of the turn. And that's when it refills.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. If it feels really relevant, here, let me peek at this card. Is it? It's not okay. It's not going to affect this attempt if it were out, so it'll be fine. We'll worry about it later. Okay. So 5 against the Bound Prisoner, and I am going to roll. Looking for 2. I got 1. Do I want to use my ability for one more try?
I think no.
No.
I think no.
I think yes.
Okay.
I think the
your
upside
life.
here is so good.
Yeah, go for it. So you're gonna do it. You're gonna use your Bard of Destiny ability.
Yeah, so I'm gonna discard Fate's Lament. All that matters here is that I'm
Yeah.
discarding this card with an icon on it. So I get 1 more reroll. You don't like it.
Let's try it out. Nailed it.
No,
you went 1 over.
I think I'd rather be 1 over than 1
I
under,
do agree,
but
because it does have the fail effect. Yeah.
But man, okay, so 3 plus your 2 is 5 plus 3 on the dice is 8. So I've completed Bound Prisoner, but there was excess progress, so we have to attach it to Scorn.
But we do delve 3, which is
Yep.
3 cards off the top of the deck. 1, 2, 3.
And I will just probably just do something like that.
Perfect.
And
new
okay, well
challenge.
that is the end of my turn. Let's replenish these with the Broken Crown, a trap that says if failed, discard this challenge. That sounds good. And if completed, set this challenge aside. If Shattered Scepter and the Vacant Throne have been completed, you win.
Oh, that seems really.
I've seen auto lose
I've not
effects in these
seen-
games, but not auto win.
We can learn the secrets of Scorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have the Silent Judge. If failed, attach the top card of the well deck to Scorn.
Ooh,
So that's
boy.
another one that we kind of want to hit in one go.
Okay. So, I'm guessing there's 1 copy of each of these cards,
Yeah.
and since you do so much milling cards from the deck, it is unlikely that you even see all
It would
3.
be so cool, though.
It would be so cool.
Okay.
Okay, well that's my
I'm
turn.
up.
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
I draw a card to replace the card I discarded with my ability. Now I'm done.
So I'm going to attempt the Looming Statue because it's a combat. I'm going to use my Warrior's Instincts, which is a 3. Before attempting a combat, draw 2 cards.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So I'm at 3. Can you give me any boosts?
Let's see. I'm looking at my cards. It would only be a +1, and I'm trying to decide if either of them are worth. Because you're not completing this anyway.
No, I'm definitely
right?
not going to.
But it does at the end of each turn remove 2 progress, so we do
Sure,
want.
but I'm mostly
good
using
hits.
this for the draw. That's my
Sure.
thinking.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I do a lot of preventing damage. So if we die, it's because I failed.
Yeah.
If we die on
Good job.
our
You're the bard.
10
You're
health,
supposed to
there
be
it is.
healing us.
Yeah, I think I'll sit this one out. Sorry.
Rolling. Just gonna roll good. 1.
Okay, so it's 4 total.
Yep. And it immediately heals
Ugh.
to the end of the turn. Remove
That's
2
pretty
progress, so
brutal.
we're at 2. That's fine. It's fine. It was still progress.
Yeah.
And on fail, 2 damage.
2 damage.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck. You're up.
Good. How can I follow that? I mean, I guess I need to attempt that one to not like feel like we're really.
I have a lot of
here.
progress. I can keep going on it. So.
Okay. Why don't I go for my Grand Destiny? It's white, which means I can use it for any kind of color. This says after this action, I can discard that same like kind of starburst symbol to charge my lantern.
Ooh.
So that will be the plan. But first,
boosting.
I'm at 3. Yeah.
Do I have to match white or do I have to match red?
You have to match red.
Okay.
So white is a wild, but it becomes the color of whatever challenge.
Sure.
You're in. Yeah.
So I'm going to boost +3.
Whoa.
That's my inevitable.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's
you're up to
6.
6.
So if I roll 1, this actually clears. I didn't expect this to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I love that. Got it.
Yeah, you got
But,
2.
The white is a wild and the red. So sweet.
Killed.
We will
Delve
delve 4. Hell yeah.
Yeah, solid.
Okay. And
The
the
obelisks.
obelisks. It's an obstacle. If there are if there are 2 other copies of the obelisks in play, lose the game. Reward, charge your lantern.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
I love
so after this action, I will go ahead and discard a card with my icon to charge my lantern, which is Sustain Soul's Cord. It is just a wild 5 strength card that says after this action, draw 4
That's
cards.
really juicy.
Love
and
it.
that's basically in your hand the whole time, right?
Yeah. It's a card that I can play instead of a card from my hand. Your turn.
Fascinating.
Oh,
I've got some really weird
I can't read all your cards from here,
abilities.
but I see you have a 0 in hand.
Yeah, and it's really wacky. Man. Okay, so we've got a lot of blue squares.
This card is me with pom-poms.
Yeah, you're cheering for us.
That's like any bard.
Yeah. Man. I almost... Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to... God, the Silent Judge, I really want to get it off the table, but I kind of want to just do that with like a discard ability rather than...
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do this into the sewers anytime. Right?
Yeah,
Like-
but it's all... So, like, we would give up on the Broken Crown,
Right.
which seems incredibly
and the
unlikely.
and the obelisks, that's just a 6 difficulty and charges our lantern. It feels well worth it.
Yeah. So, if anything, I should probably be focusing on the obelisk. Okay, I'm going to do Orcish Senses against the obelisk. So, it's a 3 base. Before this action, draw 3 cards from the well deck, discard any traps, and return the rest to the top in any order.
That's cool.
Yeah. 1 trap.
Sure. Yeah. It's like a
8.
free delve.
Yeah. And we have a puzzle and an obstacle. I'm going to put the higher value one on the bottom in case there's any draw off the top abilities.
Sure. I think most likely, if you're going for the obelisks, we're likely to draw the top one and then end up milling the next one.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll probably never see what you just placed second. But because the obelisk does not delve at all, we
Yes,
would draw the
that's
top
good,
card.
that's
Yeah.
good. So I'm hitting 3 against the obelisk.
Okay, it's
Do you want
blue,
to back me up at all?
They're an obstacle? Oh, man. Should I just make it so that the roll doesn't matter? Because I can boost by 3.
I mean, that would be pretty good. I would love
Seems
to
pretty
get my
good.
lantern
And there's no
boost.
other obstacles, at least currently in play?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Perfect balance boosts for 3 against an obstacle. So you're at
Right.
6. I don't
You
think
don't
there's
need to
any...
roll, there's
you
no-
only really need to roll if there's any other effects in play that might care about it, and I don't see any, so...
Okay.
Okay, you did it.
I did it. I get the lantern.
You get your lantern. Tell us about your lantern.
Copies of any... if completed, attach the challenge you're attempting to this card. Copies of any challenges attached to this card are immediately discarded from play. So it protects us from something we
That's
don't want
cool.
to keep seeing.
I guess, so for your lantern needs to be face up for that text about discarding other copies to apply, right? So you need to like use it
And then flip it
complete
back.
and then get it charged
That
again.
would be my
yeah,
interpretation, yes.
All right. We gained the Cliffs of Forever, an obstacle that says, when completed, shuffle this card with the top 3 cards of the well deck before delving. Wait. Cliffs. That's why it's called Cliffs of Forever.
Back. Yeah, because you're stuck on the Cliffs of Forever.
That's annoying. Actually, or is it annoying? It's not that bad a card.
Yeah.
I am down to 3 cards, which makes me kind of want to use my Lantern.
Just knock it out. You could just attempt Cliffs of Forever with your Lantern. Draw 4 cards.
I also
and probably
could,
succeed.
yeah. And I guess you haven't had many opportunities. You haven't used your ability yet to move progress around.
I wanted to, and then the math hasn't worked out.
I think I'm actually going to go for the Silent Judge here, but hear me out.
What?
I will use my Bolt of Confusion. Why don't you calm down a bit? It's a 2, and then it says if you fail a combat, ignore the penalty.
That's fun.
Yeah, so it won't attach a card to Scorn here if I fail. You could boost or not. I'm just trying to get a few on here that you could either move around if you want, or we could come back
with leadership, which I could use to refresh my Lantern, but I would rather just get the +3.
Oh, +3 is great.
Plus 3 is very good.
So all I have to do is roll 5 on these 4 dice, and we've got it.
You got it. Nailed it.
Looking for blues. Didn't get any.
Yeah,
that appears blue, but the game calls that symbol black. So,
sure. But we still have 5.
Why are you putting it on Scorn?
Oh, I missed.
Sure did. Okay, so I have failed, but because of my card, I'm ignoring the penalty.
That's very solid.
So your turn.
Yep.
And then, if you wanted to go for like the Broken Crown and move a progress there to make it more achievable, I kind of set that up for you intentionally, but I don't know if that's your play or not.
Oh man, that's unfortunately. Well, I guess I do have Alter.
Cliffs of Forever. I'll bet you there's other copies of that. That might be a good one to
to just alter
to get on your Lantern, or the Silent Judge could.
Silent Judge, I'm damn close to.
Like I don't think you want to use your Lantern.
No.
It's still a 5, but as far as like taking advantage of.
So if I use Alter on Silent Judge, we're guaranteed to succeed.
Yep.
Which means it will get attached.
Yep.
And then if there are other Silent Judges, we don't need to worry about them.
As long as your Lantern is face up at that time.
Yeah, but that's manageable.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
Man. And this, note that it says, copies of any challenges attached to this card are immediately discarded from play. My read on that is, if I flip it up after one is already on the table, it still gets discarded immediately.
I would agree.
Constant effect.
I would agree with that interpretation, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that. It seems good. I'm going to use Alter. I'm going to do against Silent Judge. I don't think we need to roll. It just gets defeated.
So here's one other thing you could consider.
Oh.
And I guess it's probably not worth.
Or I could get spicy and move one off of Silent Judge.
Exactly what I was going to say. You could send one to the Broken Crown and then just roll well.
I'm just going to roll well. That's what I'm going to do.
I like it. I like getting a little risky. Yeah. No! And I don't have the card to grant you a reroll. Well,
failed. Attached to the top deck. I mean, we still do get
everything about that.
We still do get the 5 attached to it.
Yes.
So it just Scorn got stronger.
No,
because we got too spicy.
I'm sorry, I endorsed that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do it.
I like to get a little risky.
First excuse.
Yeah.
That's fine. But this does flip, which is a bummer.
Damn. Okay. Everything about that was bad.
Just defeat it. Now you can just defeat it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. The easiest way to defeat it would probably be with no card, but Scorn gives us a 50-50 shot of getting an exhaustion when I do that. I think maybe I would rather leave this here because it's no fun to attempt something that only needs a 1.
Yeah.
So I might leave it there, and you can take advantage of 1 or 2 other progress from it.
I think that's fine.
Before we go back and clean it up.
I like that.
So I might just go for like the Cliffs of Forever with my Lantern because that will draw me 4 cards, and I'm running a little.
I think draw 4 is
dry.
Solid.
Okay, so I will use sustain.
5.
I'm at 5. I could hit it with a roll. You could boost it to be a sure thing, but I'm sure that the roll won't go that badly this time.
Good. I'm glad that you're positive.
All right, here we go. Got one. Just the one. Perfect. That's 6, so that is cleared. It is going to, let's see, shuffle this card in the top 3 before delving. So we're going to shuffle this in with the top 3 cards, then delve 1, then replace a card.
Oh, God. So we have a 1 in 4 chance of it coming back.
Correct.
Or higher if there's more.
All right, so we delve 1, put these back, draw, different.
The Parliament.
The Parliament. Listen, if you see an owl, you need to run. Oh, good, I need more nightmares. This has an ongoing effect that just says every time you roll the black, suffer a damage. So that's going to be a priority. But the good news is my lantern said after this action, draw 4 cards. So I have practically a fresh hand.
Love it. So I have a problem now. Man. I have an interesting issue. You know what? I think this is the time to do it. I'm going to Intimidate. Don't roll this turn. It's a 0.
Okay.
A wild 0. Add 1 progress to every challenge. Then delve 2 for every challenge you complete. So we only complete 1, but we do complete the Silent Judge without having to roll, which doesn't trigger the Parliament.
I love that. I think that's excellent. Yeah.
So we get the 5 delve from the Silent Judge plus 1 from Intimidate. I scared it away.
That's 2.
2. 1, 2, 3.
So 7 total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's solid, right? I scared the Silent Judge away.
I think it's excellent. Yeah. Well done.
And then that's it. We draw a new challenge and we get rid of those.
That. Yeah. Ooh, a new event.
The Revolution. Complete all combats, then lose half your remaining health, round it up, and discard this card. That's fun.
Complete all combats, but then
We have
lose
no
half your
combats.
health. We have too much health for this to be appealing.
That's just clogging up.
Interestingly, we still haven't used Into the Sewers, and this shuffles all challenges back, which would not be
Yes. Don't love it.
Interesting.
Okay, you're up.
Okay. I think I'm going for the Broken Crown. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. I forgot about the Parliament. That's the one that has the ongoing potential damage.
And also a 50-50 negative effect.
Yeah. Can you boost me a little bit to try to...
A little bit.
A little bit might be worth it to get from like 3 away to 2 away if you're just giving me a +1. So sure. I will I'll play Mana Strike. This is just a 2, but it says +1 for each of those starburst symbols in my hand, and I have 2. So it's a 4.
And then I give you +1 more.
Okay, so 5. So I need to roll 2 here. But as you can see, I have some icons I can use for rerolls. Yeah. So
just roll 2.
Yeah.
Just roll good.
I'll just roll 2. And we're looking for blues. All right. You got it. That's 3. Jeez, you wasted that boost card.
Yeah.
Portion.
Delve 4.
All right. And a new card is a Bound Prisoner. No, let me go, Scorn, let me go. Flavor text is not always great in this game.
Right, this is another if there's excess progress one.
This punishes you. This attaches to Scorn if there's excess progress, so it's similar to that red one.
So that's one that would be a great target for my lantern if I could.
Right. Your turn.
Unfortunately, I'm running out of good options here, which kind of stinks. I literally can't work on any of our challenges. I'm tempted to pop Into the Sewers. However, if I do that, it still counts as not playing an action card, right?
Yeah, but you also won't roll dice, so it's impossible to trigger that by rolling a black.
I think I'm going to pop Into the Sewers. It sucks because we lose
the Broken Crown.
Progress, but, you know,
that's fine.
I can't
discards that card and it shuffles these into the well deck.
Yes.
Okay, so
and then we get 3.
all right. We're about the halfway point.
Yeah.
This is going.
We're doing okay.
Okay, we're at 8 health. I like that.
I'm a little concerned by my lack of cards and the fact that we're about to start getting a lot of exhaustion thrown at us.
Potentially. But we haven't taken any yet. Should be fine. And I guess at this point I would have to cycle through my deck or find some recursion, but that card that charged my lantern also could have discarded an exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with the Revolution in play that completes all combats, it's maybe we want to focus on the non-combats, then try to use this with 3 combats. Because it doesn't even discard them; it completes them. Meaning, if they add up to 12 delve or whatever, we just do it.
Completely agree.
Okay, so
if we can,
so that'll be the game plan this time around.
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right, we've got a combat, the Anti-Priest, a combat, the Bound Prisoner, and a combat, the Watchtower.
Yeah.
Well, that's a thing we could do.
I mean, losing 4 hit points isn't great. However, instantly completing a total delve of 9.
Yeah. and plus 4 new cards in play. So we're like getting through probably the majority of what's left of this deck.
I'm kind of tempted.
The Watchtower is also saying all other challenges have +2 difficulty. So if we're not doing this, we would pretty much need to focus on the Watchtower.
Yeah.
How are your green cards? Actually, mine are all right.
Mine are all right. It's your turn, though.
This is interesting. So let's see. We lose half your health rounded up. Damn it. Because I'm like, if I can spend health or kind of like use my health as a resource a little bit, we will lose less when we do this. So I'm looking at what would happen if I failed the Watchtower.
Unfortunately, I don't have much boosting I can do for you.
Let's see. Because yeah, let's see. This is that's a discard a card from hand. That's not so bad actually. I might just burn my turn doing this. And I think this is, I don't know. Let me grab the rulebook. Is that icon choose?
Or is it random?
Discard cards of your choice from hand.
Yeah. Okay.
So hang on. I would be playing a card to draw 3 cards and then discard 1. So I'd be increasing my card number.
Yeah.
And choosing which one I discard. All right. So that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to challenge the Empty Priest. Oh, let's see. Wait. What happened? This says it has if failed text. Fail all other copies of Empty Priest in play. For every card you cannot discard, suffer 3. Okay, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to play Charismatic. This is before rolling. You may draw up to 3 cards. This action value is reduced by 1 per card you drew. Ooh. So I'm going to draw 3 cards and make this a 0.
Yeah, just to net out.
So I've drawn 3. I will have to discard 1 from using the Empty Priest so that we don't lose health.
Yeah.
I do roll, so I'll also get some progress there for what it's worth. If I roll well, I did not. Oh no, I did. Is that right? Blue's up progress. Yeah. And all right, so then I suffer the penalty on Empty Priest, and I now gotta look really quick at the cards I drew. Whoa. All right, this Haunted by the Past card. It's a white 5 that just says if you roll the black result on the dice, it's actually 0. Oh. That's a 50-50 shot of a 5. That's an incredibly spicy card. But I'm not sure I like it. All right, I'm just going to discard this flank and call that a turn. You are up.
Can you boost on the combat against the Watchtower?
Yeah, I could give you 3 on that.
Yeah, okay. So, start of my turn, move 1 progress to the Watchtower.
Nice.
Then I'm going to rush. After this action, draw a card.
Okay, and I'll boost it by 3.
Great. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6.
And okay, and I can grant rerolls too, because I don't know if we've been forgetting or just haven't done it, but you can play 2 boost cards.
Yeah, no.
I think we've only ever done 1.
Do you have another boost? Because that would get us within spitting range.
Just +1s.
I mean, that makes the roll a lot easier. There's a big difference.
It does, but I also have icons I could throw in for rerolls, so you can have a lot of tries.
Rolling 3 out of 4 is very hard.
We're at 2 out of 4.
3,
6, 7. There's a progress on
it. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay, you're right. 2 out of 4.
Yeah, so you got this.
Yeah,
you got this.
I'll just roll good.
You rolled 1. Okay. Let's discard. You can nope. You can reroll, and I draw a card to replace it.
Nice.
Very similar. Well, let's discard, and I'll draw a card to replace it. It doesn't cost me anything other than I eventually run out of those icons. Yeah.
That's more like it. There we go.
3. Okay.
We defeated it.
Defeated it. All right. That's a Delve 4.
Delve 4.
Yeah.
I love it. And it makes it gets rid of the all other challenges have +2 difficulty.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ready?
Yep. Is it combat? Because I just realized we did want to try to have all combat out. Okay, well maybe we try to do this one. Scorn's vault. A vault? There's nothing behind this wall. Yes, but that's not where the door leads. Whoa. If completed, either -1 exhaustion card or 5 delve. Interesting.
Dang. Okay. You're up.
All right. Here's your discard from last turn.
Thank you.
Okay. Oops, we bumped this die. It was still at 8, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Man is right. 2 if you fail Scorn's vaults. That's pricey.
I do not have much boost.
And I don't have much for puzzles. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only for blues. I have a card that, and it's, you can mix and match the characters versus the wells, but this is clearly teched against this dungeon.
Yeah.
This one, well, I mean, it's good all the time, but this says if you complete a challenge with excess progress, you can send that excess progress to another challenge.
Oh.
And then that would not attach.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But it's a blue card, so it's only for blues. This is, I don't know.
Can you attempt the Empty Priest again? Because I can do my... Or just Revolution. I mean, maybe...
I could attempt the Empty Priest and use that 50-55. But part of me regrets that we didn't do the Revolution. Yeah, we could still
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Delve if you do Scorn's Vaults. Or if you do Revolution, excuse me.
10?
10. Because 5...
But this isn't a combat. It doesn't complete this. And that's the flaw with what we just did, which was doing that last combat, is now it's not 3 combats. I'm curious how many cards are left. 17. So, yeah, I could just go for the Empty Priest, and that is probably the least painful punishment if we fail.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll do it, and I'll just roll well.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll use Haunted by the Past. This is the one that's a 5 if I roll the white, and a 0 if I roll the black. All right, and I will roll. I don't even think I want you to boost this, because I think if it's going to be the 5, I've also gotten a white, which means my odds of just getting 2 at that point are very good. So, did it! 5, 6, 7.
Nailed it!
Oh yeah, all right. Take
Delve
that,
2.
Empty Priest. Delve 2. And another Into the Sewers. Discard this and shuffle all challenges back into the well deck. And that's a way we could look for more combats.
Yeah.
But now the Revolution is only hitting 1. That's all bad.
Nice work.
Your turn.
Okay. So we have a puzzle and a combat. Man, that's annoying as heck. Because the problem I'm facing now is that I don't have any good action cards for what we're seeing. I'm tempted to just pop Into the Sewers, get rid of these 2.
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Discard the...
Those get shuffled back in.
And then we replace all 3.
I feel like we have 2 cards attached to Scorn. That seems fine.
Yeah,
I don't feel like we've done terribly in that respect as we're getting closer to the bottom of the well.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. 2 traps. Icy Shackles. So these both have bold effects on them. Icy Shackles, actions may be boosted with 1 less card.
Ooh.
Okay, so we can't
boost
use
twice,
2.
which we haven't done, so it's fine.
This also does a double discard for failure. For each card you draw, either discard a card or suffer a damage. Oh, wow.
Okay, let's get rid of that one.
Yeah, I guess that would include even if you're exhausted? Jeez. Okay. Luckily, I'm good against traps.
Yeah.
I have good survival instincts.
Hit it.
That's literally the name of the card. Good survival instincts. It's a 2 with +2 against traps.
To 4.
So which trap am I going against? The Soul
Soul
Mask?
Mask seems just objectively way worse.
Yeah, and frankly, do you have a red card?
I do.
Like, if you can attempt Icy Shackles after that, as far as I can tell, your hand size is small enough that the discard would be kind of wasted.
Play.
Okay,
Cool.
so 4 what about boosting? Actually, do you have any?
You have
nothing.
My only card that can boost, I want to use an Icy Shackles. So
Okay, so I won't be succeeding at this unless I roll 3.
what you want?
I could,
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Just roll good.
but I don't have any rerolls in hand.
Yes.
So, all right, here we go. Here's the 3. I did it!
Whoa!
I told you I would.
Splat!
You doubted me.
Delve 2?
I'm realizing that the cards we shuffled into this are oriented opposite and kind of a giveaway. So
I ruined it.
Yeah, that's 3 + 4. We've done it. So Delve 2. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
And then the new card is another copy of the Parliament. That's the one that every time you roll a black, suffer a damage.
Nasty.
Okay, and we are still at 8.
Okay, well, I'm going to attempt the Icy Shackles by knocking them out. Before this action, I may discard a challenge with progress on it. Not useful right now.
No.
But attempting the challenge is useful. Do you have any boosts?
So You're kind of failing it either way.
Yeah, I don't think
So
this
I don't think I boost it. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Two,
I hit
two
5.
though. My boost would have been 1, so you still wouldn't have
Yeah.
gotten there. So I feel fine about that choice. But 5 is
I
great.
discard my last card.
Yeah, as the penalty. Okay.
And then I must immediately take a exhaustion.
It's at the start of your turn, actually. Which mainly matters because you have no boost cards for my turn at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can just get rid of your knockout. And that should be fine, though, because I can just finish off the Icy Shackles with Team Player. Oh, wait. Do we want this?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I can draw. Okay. Because it says, before this action, choose a Seeker to draw 2 cards. These cards may be kept or used to boost this action regardless of color.
So
the boost won't matter here.
It would prevent the exhaustion from firing, though.
I think we might rather you just get a full exhaustion at this time, right?
That's fair.
We're getting close to the boss. We want you to kind of be able to outhand the cards.
You're right.
Okay, so I think I will choose myself to draw 2 cards. I'll see whether I can make it through without getting exhausted this way. I have made it through my whole 18-card deck.
Without
Partly because I've been cycling those cards for my
That's
ability.
what the Bard's for. You're nimble. You've got flexibility.
Is that what Bards are known for? Being nimble?
They're nimbleness, the dancing.
Yeah.
The spry.
Sure. I'm known as a dancer, yeah.
Is this in your discard pile?
I think not.
Great.
Say no. Should the card that I'm currently resolving be shuffled in my deck?
But Icy Shackles is gone, so...
Okay, so I've drawn these cards. Neither... In theory, if these had like a boost ability, I could still use them, but there's no reason to. So, nice. That was Delve 4. Jeez. We are at the bottom 5 cards as well.
Yeah, we're getting close.
So we
Another Scorn's Vaults, which lets us either remove an exhaustion or Delve 5.
Ooh, so if we can clear that after you're exhausted.
Exhaustion. I'm haunted. If exchanged and guilt-ridden are also in play, lose the game.
Ooh.
And if core ever lanterns, lose the game.
Oh yeah, this is the box. I remember reading that one of these boxes picks on the heroes by name, but it picks across the 3 Kinfire Delve boxes. There are 6 total characters, and this names all 6. So only 2 of them are even in the
5, 6
game.
Draw 7, right?
This was the second box release too. So the funny thing is this named 2 characters that were not even out at the time that it
That's
released.
funny.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Okay.
So
So it still seems like this is kind of strike 1 of 3 towards losing the game.
Yeah.
But
it's fine.
Make a room for
I draw 7, right?
You do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great.
Also, I find it very funny, and I don't know if they're all if they're all like this, if this is what they all do, but that it doesn't just say core cannot use their lantern. It says if core lanterns lose the game. I think that's
very. You could just choose to lose the game.
It's just a more threatening way to template something. I like it.
Oh man, I got a whole bunch of new cards here.
Yeah, it's a lot the turn you exhaust.
Can you boost a square?
Yeah, or what are you doing? Scorn's Vaults?
Yeah.
It's a puzzle, so I can give you a 3. Or I can give you 3 or even 5.
Okay, we're going to do surround.
Okay.
If this action is boosted, it's +2.
So you'd be at 4.
4.
This would go 5, 6, 7. Should we make it a sure thing?
It would get us to the boss.
It would get us to the boss with me on a pretty low hand, but that's probably fine. It would also... Well, it would get us to the boss or clear the exhaustion.
The exhaustion's blank right now, though.
Unless we get the other 2 that are named here, which are surely 2 of the 5 in this deck, right?
I understand. I just... Delve 5... we would have to take 2
See,
exhaustions.
it's...
I think we just don't get exhausted. We just go fast.
Really?
Yeah, we just go fast.
You think we just go sprint to the boss? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, we're going to do it your way. So I will boost it also with my winning smile. Also, and hopefully this didn't... No, because you rolled the white last time. We haven't forgotten this.
Okay. I've been paying attention to it. We did this time, though.
Wow,
damage.
you rolled great.
Yeah.
Oh, but we do suffer damage for rolling the black, yeah.
But we did defeat Scorn's Vaults, discarding it, and then
so
Delve
you're
5.
choosing the Delve 5? All right. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now at the moment that we should draw a card to replace this and can't, we've made it to the boss. We will clear this all out.
Fuck you, Scorn. I'll point at you.
Let me clear out my cards here. Okay. Why don't you flip Scorn and see what it says?
The final defense.
It's a puzzle.
If you cannot lie to me, I see your past, your regrets, and your crimes. +5 difficulty for every card attached to Scorn.
Ooh, so it's a 25.
Yeah, 25. Great.
All right. But it's not just as simple as this. Also, notice this has no fail condition, but every time you attempt the final defense and roll a black, we take a damage.
So,
which we're at 7. We're in
actually
great
pretty
shape
good
on
for
health. But we have to get through his defenses before the final defense, which are Reprisal, the Witness, and Justice. These boss cards are like embossed. I don't know how well this plays on camera.
Oh, they are.
So I wanted to talk about these three really quick. These three all, and there's one of each color. So we can't challenge him until he is vulnerable by us flipping these. Also, it looks like this one at least says all challenges have +2 difficulty when he's vulnerable to blue.
He's got magic swords.
That is actually known information. Should we look at these to know what else happens? This is each time a challenge inflicts damage, it inflicts an extra damage.
And this is black's count as -1 when rolled.
So we probably...
we want the more damage is less dangerous to us.
In Callous Lab, we just wanted to get him as vulnerable as we could. Here, if we could like just flip one and then do it. But also, this is going to be a wrinkle too, because there's also a fourth card, the Implacable. While it's on this side, it says when black is rolled, every seeker must discard a card at random. And when we complete this, we'll flip it over, and there is no further effect. That just goes away.
God, that's nasty. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I just went, so you're up.
Oh God, thanks. Neither of these cards is super exciting right now. So what do we want to do? Like, do you have a color in your hand that you would like us to make him vulnerable to and then focus on? Right now my hand is too small to really...
Blue squares.
Okay, so we go for Justice.
Yeah.
This has +3 difficulty per face down challenge in play also, which is probably a good reason to do it first.
Also the fact that it focuses damage when flipped, we don't care. Our damage is actually pretty okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No, this is the one that increases all other challenges.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's the one I would prefer. I can hit other colors too. I just have the most of that, but I don't have any like really crazy good synergies right now.
Okay. I'm sad that I have my Lantern Charge card in hand, but it requires me to discard one of my icons, and I don't have any of those, so I feel a little railroaded with the way my hand shook out here.
Did you say you could always just redraw, though? Like, you could take the exhaustion early?
You can at the start of your turn. So yeah, it's an option. It's
think
true.
about it. Like, this might be the time to do it.
I don't like it.
Just that 5 white draw 4 is
I
really good.
I think I'd rather make some progress on Justice, and if this makes me discard a card at random, then oh darn, then I'll get a new hand next time.
That's fair.
Okay, so let me play Grand Destiny. So that's a 3. You could boost if you want, but I don't think we're going for a one-shot here, right?
No.
Okay. So you gotta pass on boosting?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I rolled a blue and a white, so that's a total of 5, and I don't have to discard my other card.
Great.
Alright, that's my turn. So my remaining card is a blue, and this is the one that makes use of excess.
Right.
So, I did fail. We do take a damage.
Okay.
So, like, I could try aim to go there with this and finish that later, is one thought.
I'm going to do Calm Under Fire and try to tank the damage because it lets me draw. So I'm doing 2. Do you have any boosts?
You're attempting... Oh, Justice?
Yeah.
Sure, let me just throw this in then, and I'll exhaust on my next turn. So that's another 2.
Great. Which means we're at 4.
We're guaranteed to do it. Still have to roll the dice, though, because you get punished for the black. You didn't.
Success.
Oh. So you didn't end up taking any damage. I guess I could have left you to maybe take damage if you wanted the card draw, but...
That's totally fine.
Okay. So Justice is flipped. He's vulnerable to blue.
But all challenges have +2.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
And that's your turn's done?
Yeah.
Okay, so I exhaust. I draw Discarded. If Regretful and Traumatize are also in play, lose the game. Oh, so there's 2 trios of those.
Yeah, that
and
makes
if
sense.
Asha discards Asha's dagger, lose the game. Oh, that's different. It's not the same as
character.
core. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 cards. I feel better that we didn't pair those up. Yeah. Okay, now we're talking. So the final defense itself is a puzzle. That's combat. These are all combat. Jeez. This one's, we suffer a damage every time we put 1 or more progress on it. But then, this is, then on the other side it amps damage. I think, are we just gonna, I don't actually, I didn't draw any red cards. Are we gonna try to not
I think we
that?
just grind on the puzzle if we can.
But it'd be nice to have 2 colors, I think. Well, I guess, honestly, 6 of my 7 cards are blue.
Yeah.
Blue or white, or multicolor, but blue. Okay,
I have a lot of blues.
Okay. Then, I guess we go for the final defense.
Yeah.
With what? Yeah, this is that moment. This is the biggest like AP moment when you draw the new hand of cards and at the start of your turn.
Yeah.
So let's see. I hate this card. All right, I'm gonna want to boost or use this for a reroll. That card is bad here. Fresh hand. All right. Obvious play. Okay, I'm gonna attack the final defense with Mana Strike. This is a 2, and it's +1 per icon in my hand. I have 4 of them, so this is a 6.
I'm going to give you a +3 versus puzzle.
So 9. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
9 to start. Roll it.
9, 10 with the die, but I rolled the black. So I could re-roll it. Do I aggressively use these to avoid rolling the blacks?
Kind of, yeah.
I think so.
I think it's objectively
especially when
worse.
this is going to make me discard.
Exactly.
I actually wouldn't mind the damage that much right now.
But it's the reroll that sucks.
Also, I think that this card that was, if you complete the challenge you're attempting, add a progress to each other challenge. Oh, I forgot that it's if you complete.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to add progress to this.
Not
Excellent.
super useful.
All right, so I will cycle that card for a reroll. And...
Much better.
Yeah, it's just a white.
It's 10.
10. Cool. 10 out of 27, because this is adding 2 to it. Yeah.
Okay, we're getting there.
I mean, to get 10 out of 27 in one turn, like, I accept. Yeah. All right, what do you got?
This is gone. I'm just going to do
Sorry, viewers. I think I had the camera on the wrong angle for a minute there. Yeah.
I'm going to hit Tidal Force, which is just a 2. It's it's not super interesting.
Okay. It's just a 2.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm switching that. I'm going to do Probe, which is just as boring, but when it's on top of my discard, both of our actions gain +1.
Oh, that's cool.
Any actions.
I'm just looking at... I will go ahead and boost this 1.
Okay, so we're at 3.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Roll incredibly.
Didn't.
Well, we were going blue.
Oh,
so that is 2. You did get the black.
I kind of just want to eat the black.
Yeah, you okay with the random discard?
Yeah, and I take the damage.
Yep. But we keep the 2 successes, so that's 5?
2,
3.
4, 6.
No, I added 1.
Yes,
yeah.
5.
Cool.
So we are at 15 out of 27.
Honestly, we're flying through it.
That's great. But I do have to discard randomly.
Yep.
There's 1 card I don't want to lose.
Uh-oh. Out of 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one.
Ah, damn it. Your wind mastery.
Yeah.
Okay. I think... That's a puzzle. Why is that not an obstacle? I think I'm going to go with Charismatic. And this is the one I've played earlier this game that says, before rolling, you may draw up to 3 cards. This action's value is reduced by 1 per card you drew. I kind of want to draw some cards here.
Yeah.
And you don't even... it doesn't matter whether you fail this. It just matters whether you roll black. So the discard is like 50-50 happening either way.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking that I think that drawing 3 cards here will pretty much mean I don't have to exhaust again this game.
Yes.
So I think I'm just going to draw the 3. And so this is a 0, and I'm rolling. Unless you want to boost it, but there's no pressure to. Okay. 0.
Oh.
I could re-roll this if I... let me
that's a bad
take
roll.
a look at my new...
Because you're going to take a damage and a discard.
It's a real bad roll. And these are some bad cards I drew, too. Jeez.
Make a change here, but we are at 15.
I'm going to go ahead and discard an icon, draw to replace it, and re-roll this. So I'm still at 0 going into this roll. That's more like it. That's 3, and I didn't roll the black.
Yeah.
We'll take that. Okay.
So what's that a total of?
We are at 18 out of 27.
Nice.
Two-thirds of the way there.
We're getting there.
All right.
Man. I'm going to do something a little wacky. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that yet. I'm going to do Tidal Force against the final defense. So it's a 2.
Okay. At this point, I think I will probably try to regularly boost.
Yeah.
Even though these are not large numbers. Oh, wait. No, wait. Puzzle. I can...
We just
right.
lucked into having a lot of blues.
I have some of these wild boosts that are +1 and +3 against certain thing, and I have every type except puzzle.
Yep.
Go figure. But I'm fine just because it doesn't even match the color
Sure,
we're going for.
so
I'll give you the
1.
1.
So I'm at 3 so far.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
3, 4, and you've rolled a black. Reroll that?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Same roll. I probably want to save my other rerolls.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is...
We're
You're just you're losing your last
22.
card.
We're 22.
You'll exhaust. It'll be fine.
Card. We do take a damage for that though, so we're down to 4.
Okay.
I would just like to point out we were both of us thinking about taking 4 damage earlier to get deeper in the well. I think that was the thing we were thinking about, and we're now at 4 hit points. Anyway, you're up.
It might be good we didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're 22 out of 27.
We are. That's pretty good.
Can you hit 5?
I can if I roll a white. This is my coin flip 5 or 0 card.
Go for it. Just do it. Just do it.
I have 1 icon in hand to reroll,
Yeah,
so
so
I have two shots at this.
25% chance of failing. Bayesian stats.
That's a terrible roll. That is.
Yeah.
That would be a
Try
0.
again.
So I will discard.
And draw.
Then draw a card, which means this will be in my discard. I'm having to shuffle really fast here.
And you might draw back into that icon again.
I might. I hope. It would be nice. God. That was the absolute worst roll there, too.
Just roll better. Why'd you roll badly?
I'm gonna try. This is pretty much the only... I've now played all 3 boxes. This is the only dice manipulation effect I've seen in the whole thing. There's not a lot of it.
I think that having it be rare is good,
Yeah.
but you want to have some of it.
Yeah. But it feels really good when you have it. Yeah.
Well, and also the fact that it draws,
So-
too. If it was just reroll.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not
get an icon, so this is my last shot at it. I'll just do it. All right. They went everywhere, but there's a white. So that doesn't win, right? Because this is 5, 6, and we were 7 away.
3,
Wait.
6. No, we were 5 away. Because 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22.
We were. For some reason, I was thinking we were.
Yeah, no.
I
we
needed
were 5
to.
away.
So we did it.
You did it!
We won. Nice.
It was getting hairy at the end there.
It was.
And the fact that we
It
were...
was.
So I just want to see what our next exhaustion was, because I was about to draw into that. Estranged.
It's strange, which pairs up with Haunted.
Yeah.
And that
Punishes
targets
Valora,
Valora.
not me.
I'm curious to see how it targets our characters.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Fane.
it's this card, Haunted by the Past. Guilt-ridden. If Fane, that's me, plays Haunted by the Past and rolls a black, lose the game.
That's really fun.
That is fun because it could create a moment of desperation that is all or nothing.
That's really good.
And you are Naz. Naz says if Naz plays Orcish Senses and doesn't discard any traps, lose the game. Was that that was like looking at the top of the deck and discarding traps?
Yeah, exactly. Which I did, and I discarded 1 trap, but yeah. God.
I appreciate that these are more interesting than just saying
They're
you
not
can't do the
symmetrical.
thing.
Yeah.
You
There's a
still
little bit
would
of a
probably
roll
rather
with a
not
chance,
take the risk most of the time. But
wild.
that was fun. That
was great. I love it.
Great.
Both times we played it, I've really enjoyed it. I feel like it feels like a D&D dungeon.
Right.
45 minutes with just cards. The tableau is so nice. The art is so good.
It's a gorgeous game. Yeah. And I don't know how well it played on camera, but the boss cards are all like embossed.
So
they're all raised and
embossed.
shiny. Yeah, embossed. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, I caught some light there.
There you go.
I lost it. Oh, there. No. Oh well. It does. It's not.
So
it looks better in person.
You've now played all 3.
I've now played all 3.
Which is your favorite?
It's tough because I've played each one just once or twice, so I haven't seen all of the boss forms. But it might have been Callous Lab.
I really
the one we
like
played
the
last time.
Yeah. I like that. That's been my favorite so far because I feel like the way that the deck interacted with other cards coming out and duplicating or whatever was really interesting.
Yeah.
And like you said, it makes it feel like the extra copies are not just we ran out of art budget. Also, the fact that none of them have the same art. I don't know if you noticed. We have multiple bound prisoners here with different unique art on them.
Oh, did we?
I assume that the bound prisoners have different art for each color.
Were they in different colors?
Yeah, they were,
we may have ended up like shuffling it back in.
We
or
did
something.
shuffle it back in. I'm going to find it to demonstrate.
Okay.
So it is
I didn't notice that.
It is not completely. I think every color of bound prisoner has the same art, but there's different colors of the different bound prisoners. God, here we go.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
Look at me.
Right. That's another bound
Demonstrating my
prisoner.
proof, yeah. They're not just the same card.
They're not the same.
I think it is for each of the 4.
They're different prisoners with this shadowy, eyeball-y thing haunting them. That's
and again,
cool.
we talked about this the other day when we were playing Neon Hope.
Oh, yeah.
The separation of
keywords
keywords from colors.
Now I have to
upload
publish
those
that
colors.
video first before this one.
In the future, when you see our video about Neon Hope, you'll learn what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But the separation of color and verb, I think, is really smart there, and you get a little bit of that here, where the bound prisoners are all combats of different colors, right?
Yeah. My brain sometimes wants to think that like red is the combat color, right? It doesn't seem to be.
It is not 1-to-1.
Yeah, I actually don't know. You'd have to either play this a lot or really examine the decks to kind of grok whether there are any whether are red more combat heavy and blue is more puzzle heavy.
I noticed this last time. It is not. It is.
You don't think so?
It is 100%. There are puzzles, obstacles, and combats and traps, and they're evenly distributed before the 4 colors.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Okay.
Between the 4 colors. Yeah. So
I almost part of me. Part of me wishes they weren't.
I agree.
Because then I feel like then when you're looking at a handful of red cards, you'd kind of know what that meant you were going to be doing a lot of.
This is like a classic, like we bring all the games we've played before to the table situation where I see red, I see that combat is a keyword, I'm like, red's combat. That's it. That's all I'm ever going to be able to think.
Right.
Like, choose a different word other than combat. You know what I mean? I'm just going to think that for the rest of my life. That said, this is delightful, and I really like that. This felt so different from the lab one because we really only wanted to knock out one of his adjacent challenges.
Yeah.
Right?
We right. You had to approach this differently, really specializing on a color. Or you didn't have to, but
I
felt
think it made
the safest.
Yes, and it definitely. We were close at the end. I mean, we only had 3 more hit points,
Yeah.
and if we had flipped over the one that gave us extra damage when a challenge inflicts damage, I think that would have been it.
Probably. Yeah.
So we lucked into the draw working out well, and you were farming for your cards or whatever, and it worked out correctly.
Yep.
But it was still like there was a strategy here that was different than the strategy on the other boss, which I really liked. So.
Yeah. I think if I have a criticism of this game, it's that it is on the easy side.
I think they could tune it just slightly harder, just a little bit less delve.
It does a good job of feeling stressful and feeling like a nail biter, like this game did. Even although we were at 3 health, like we weren't at 1 health, and we also were not. Like we weren't. It's not like that 3rd exhaustion card we drew could have been the one that lost the game.
Yes.
So we were never like on redlining on that.
Completely agree.
I did lose a game of this playing off camera earlier this week, and I think it was the only time out of 5 or 6 plays that I've lost.
My feeling is I almost wish the delving were less fast, so that you had a bit more of that sense of like digging down and like every level matters. Here, it felt like we only actually defeated 8 challenges or whatever before we got to the boss.
Sure. Yeah, it was maybe more than 8, but 1, 2, 3. I can tell you. Well, it's how many we discarded. They weren't all defeated. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It was 12 in the discard pile, and we did discard a couple other ways.
Yeah,
so maybe it was about
I feel like
8 or 10.
If we got closer to 15 there, I would feel like we were really resource managing.
Yeah.
That
said, I really like the length of the game.
I
really like that this is like a 45-minute game.
Absolutely, yes. And the mechanics are so good. I'm hesitant to be like, oh, the game's too easy and I enjoyed it too much because we did too good at it. It's like not a great criticism.
And like when we broke this out the other night, it was actually kind of all day my husband and I had been planning to play Arkham LCD in the evening. And then by the time we got dinner and like we're ready to play a game, it got a little too late. It was like 10 o'clock. And so he hadn't played it before, but I was like, well, here's a game we could play. That's kind of not. I wouldn't call this a similar game, but it's a card. It's a card combat game.
Yeah, and it's a co-op card. Like you're solving puzzles together.
Right. Yeah. And it's of a duration that makes sense to start at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
If you're unless you're in college, then
and then you just do whatever you want. I was just thinking the other day.
Risk at 10 p.m., which is something I really did in college.
Yeah, I was just talking about playing a lot of Axis and Allies when I was in high school, and I would start that shit at like 10 p.m. And that would end at sunup. Why did I do that? Because I was 14.
We would start Risk in college. We would play Risk at starting at like 10 p.m. And as each person was eliminated, because as player elimination goes on, they would just go to bed.
Yeah. And they're like, thank God, I'm out.
Right. For some reason we did that.
Yeah. We all burn those years when we have way too much time in different ways.
Sure do. Now there's never enough time.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But we made it to the bottom. We defeated Scorn.
We did it.
No more pointing.
No more pointing. No. He stopped pointing and started going like this when we flipped him.
That's true.
Yeah.
His gestures got more elaborate.
Yep. Cool. This is great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.
Couple more thank yous. Thank you for watching. And if you want to thank us for making a video for you to watch, you could hit the buttons below it. And thank you to Incredible Dream Studios for providing this copy of the game. I think that's it.
I think that's it.
All right. They sent us all 3, so we'll probably play Vainglorious Grotto sometime soon.
Sounds delightful.
Plus all sorts of other playthroughs and things on the channel. So until next time, be optimal.